Hey guys, in this video we're going over SofM's greatest performance versus JDG. A lot of people request this video. We're not 2x, it's a 40-minute game or so. And yeah, we'll take a look at his clear. So from what I noticed, I watched a bit of his early clear. His angles are decent. He knows how to get the best usage of his pellets from, raptors and wolves. The issue is right here. Probably the biggest issue in his entire clear is he doesn't use the 40 mana here to keep his 3 grit stacks, which you'll see why can be a potential issue. And yeah, as you can see, his armor stacks are down. He's also running, in terms of runes, he's running fleet domination, so probably Kugross or Last Stand, maybe Bloodline. I don't know, kind of hard to tell early game, but I think he goes for the Umbral Glaive zombie ward build. You can see like he's pretty low on his early clear, which should never really happen, and he should also never ever smite. Blue buff is great. You should always use your smite on Gromp because buffs are, kiteable, whereas Gromp's a bit harder to kite. It is kiteable, but you see he's taking a few extra hits, whereas blue buff will never hit you or recoil, right? So that's his first mistake. Here I saw him do something really interesting. I thought he was going to auto the blast gun here to keep his stacks. He doesn't. But I mean, the thing is, like, this is another situation where he can almost get 2 crab, so I guess having the extra smite, it doesn't really matter because you're just going to smite Gromp anyways, but yeah. So he resets here. If we get into fights, I'm going to slow it down a bit, but for now, he goes back towards bot side Krugs. I think he knows he cannot contest bot crab, but we already saw 2 or 3 different things he messed up on his early clear on. And he gets invaded at his Krugs. He drank his bot pretty late. Actually, let's go back a bit and see why this went so poorly. This is a pretty good timed invade by Kanavi, even though we have the item advantage on Graves. Graves has no MR runes, and he just gets chain CC'd. The good news is he has fleet, so if he's greedy, he can go for his raptors, but mid lane is also rotating. So I'm curious to see what he does here. Yeah, so he has a pink ward for that, and since you have fleet, this is the best part of having fleet. If you're low in your jungle, you can still stay on the map or just farm your camps. So he's gonna full clear his blue side again. As you can see, the angles are good. Like, his angles are pretty good. It's just that I don't know why his early clear was so poor. Like, if you're against like a better early game jungler, you can easily get invaded here. But he's actually pressured really hard in his jungle. I don't know why he used W to, I don't know if he like panicked there, but I don't know why he used W to pull the Gromp. I guess he's just panicking. Buys a longsword, abandons Gromp. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty hard game. They have like really strong early game lanes. They've got Zoe, they got Renekton, they got Leona Jhin. So he's getting pressured pretty hard. I mean, this is how you want to pick Lilia, right? With strong early game lanes. And Lilia is a pretty hard match for Greers. You can't punish her early, and again, like, he has really strong early game lanes, hard to punish. I don't know why he's holding 2 smites here, but he is. I guess he just wants to farm. And his camp timers are probably just not up for smite usage, so it's whatever, I guess. Clears his red side again. Lily gets crab, or Renekton gets crab, whoever gets crab, whatever. It's definitely not the blue team. He's actually down to camp right now because he got invaded there at his Krugs. Should be approaching 6. That crab is gone, kind of fresh. Gets 6 off the ward. The Gromp is gone, waits for his blue. I don't know if he's the kind of guy that gives blue buff to his mid laner. It looks like he is. So hey, respect. Here's something I don't like that like most Graves players do. Finish Warhammer. I know it's competitive, you don't get the gold. It's a lot harder to, be greedy, but I personally solo queue if I'm playing Graves, I just go double longsword. I don't go Warhammer because I feel like I'll just have more windows to fight, and CR doesn't even do that much basically. So this is again another. You'll see a lot of worlds junglers getting their early jungle item and just forcing a rift fight. I mean, this guy has no jungle item, so he's kind of behind, and this is like perfect timer for him. He's also level 7, so. This is precisely why he needs MR runes this game, not HB. HB is pretty greedy. He should have respected the fact that they have really strong early game lanes. And Leona magic damage mostly, Zoe, Lilia. So I'm not really a fan of the HB. If you have a free matchup and can't get invaded, yeah. That's the thing, like if your lanes are weak and their lanes are strong, you're a very volatile. The matchups are very volatile. And if you fall behind in this matchup, it's just over. Which seems to be the case because he couldn't, again, punish the Lilia himself. So back to farming Krugs. I'm not sure why he has like a really hard obsession with Krugs. I feel like Krugs are more of a mid-game camp. Early game camps, like the most important ones are obviously, you know. In this meta, if you're playing Nidalee, Lilia, you love Raptors, but on Graves, I just love taking Gromp and Wolves because they're less camps, right? And until you have Warrior, your Q doesn't really one-shot the Raptors anyways, so I enjoy taking Gromp instead. Yeah, he has gold for Warrior and Boots. Let's see what he does here. He might just clear the ward and reset. What I'm expecting. He cancels an auto there, or he eats nothing. Checks the crab, it's gone. Jungle Kingdom. Ooh, he actually went longsword instead of Boots, which I see some Graves do since he has Relentless Hunter. It's not a bad option. Basically, you're getting, again, it's like similar to the Warhammer versus 2 longsword debate. This guy has Relentless Hunter, right? We went over this domination secondary. And there's like, I think it's a Graves player in US who actually does this as well. I don't know why he keeps using his W. I see a lot of people do this as well. You only use your W on like Raptors, so like when they're like 1 HP, or just for like the AoE heal from Talisman or Jungle Item. So I don't know why he keeps using it on like the big Raptors for like 5 damage. Does really no damage, and now it's on a CD. Let's say they invade the Raptors, like he can't really fight. His only CC ability is gone. It's not the best CC ability, but it's his only CC ability. So I'm not a fan of how he keeps wasting. Like here, I would use my W on Raptors here. You see why? Because that would cut an angle and extra pellets towards a big Raptor, but not really game changing. Another thing is I noticed he really sits on 2 smites a lot, which I don't really know why. That was a pretty bad riff by Red Team. I guess they didn't know he was there. And I guess he thought they were gonna riff mid and he just had a smite up there for 25 gold. I feel like Riff should get like 50 gold like Tabers or something, but this game's been really hard for him to like pressure at all again. Like he has losing lanes, hard scaling comp. TP bot, but you can tell they have deep wards all game. Like these are the kind of players you want to play with. JDG, no, I'm surprised JDG wasn't one of the better teams overall this year. Judging by how they play this game, he almost dies there. Again, MR rune's pretty crucial. Yeah, he does the build we said. So this is a Europe West player again that plays like Grizz mid, and he barely ever buys boots. He goes like, what's it called? Resolve secondary. Blue gets stolen there. Should have smited. Should have pinged here because he had pressure in lanes and just been able to see them coming, but it's fine. I mean, I would ping there and make sure I get the blue. So I'm a selfish player. My blue over Galio blue, but now no one gets blue on our team. But yeah, he sits on 2 smites way too often. Like it's a 15-second CD. You're not going to smite twice in a fight, realistically speaking. You just want to clear your camps and be on the map a lot faster. Clear wards, break wards, etc. Yeah, he is going Umbral Glaive, and it's kind of hard to say. It's 3-3, but you can tell they're down a lot of gold because they're down dragons, they're down CS in every lane, and they just didn't have the best early game because Grizz couldn't even leave his jungle, which isn't even his fault. Kind of how the champ works. Like if you have neutralized matchups, then Grizz excels. If you have winning matchups, Grizz excels. If you have losing matchups, Grizz is awful. He's getting lucky on the first grab, to be honest. So Galio can have pressure against Zoe, but I mean Renekton versus GP not happening. Like this is also something I see him do that's kind of weird. Like why is he cutting Gromp upwards if he's just gonna walk down? Because there's no play happening top, so he just wasted several seconds of pathing. So I thought maybe he's gonna do the rift or something, but like they're on a losing side and they have like no vision top side. Not good vision top side, so sorry for the bugs or the freeze. I don't know why it keeps freezing, but just he does a lot of odd things. Like his mechanics are good on the champ, it just he does weird stuff. I like how he holds a lot of midways for Galio. It's level 10 still though. Yeah, you can see like how hard the game is for him to play. Enemy team is playing quite well. He has the ult to get away there. And the entire map is under pressure. It's a pretty long game, but we're already halfway there. But you can see like he does a lot of like key mistakes that you guys probably do as well, or make as well, that he could easily improve on. Like he has to keep pinking just to secure his buffs and camps, which is a lot of gold wasted. See, Graves wants to play an enemy jungle's jungle, right? But this game he literally can't. Alright, he buys a double longsword, Merc Treads. I mean, I 100% get the Merc Treads. Necessity this game. Even for Renekton stun, it's not bad. Jhin, CC, Leona, Lily, and Zoe. So it's pretty good. I mean, in competitive play, I'd say Merc Treads are the best buy on Graves because people aren't going to draft comps with no CC, right? Unless you're an NA team that doesn't know how to draft. So it is Ocean Soul, unfortunately for them. This is like as bad as it gets. And no Grievous wounds. No one builds Grievous wounds in competitive. They gotta get their key items. But the thing is, like, this game don't even have that much actual healing. So it's not the worst, but the Ocean Soul makes it a bit worse for sure. He loves using his smoke screen for some reason when he doesn't have to. I myself sometimes preemptively use it just for the sake of using the CD. But there's a timing for everything. Like if you know Renekton's about to dive, you can just hold your W for that, and yeah, make him not be able to hit you or auto attack you, I guess. So he's in here, gets hit, gets CC'd, gets ignited. He can't Q's the wall. He's zoned pretty hard by Renekton, but that was a pretty good fight since it was a 5v4. And the Merc Treads, you'd see actually it worked there. So they do end up getting a dragon because JDG kind of throws here. Or trolls, I guess. Because I don't think they should ever win a 5v5 with mid-game Renekton. Or lose a fight. Actually, you can start Baron here too. This they're going to contest for sure. But it looks fine. I think they get Baron here. Oh, they're not finishing Nash. The call should have been 100% finished. Wow, that's actually really interesting to me. Is it hard for them to DPS at like 1,000 damage here? I mean, the fact that you start Baron here, it means you're finishing it, in my opinion. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like Galio should be closer to these two, to stun these two. I mean, I'm not trying to review their gameplay as a team, but I feel like when Dragon, I can't say the HP of the title, it's like 1.6k, right? This guy flashes in. Oh no, I think if you just start Baron, you end it here. So I'm pretty sure Loken autos the wrong person. This guy has 5 stacks, 112 armor. Oh, he Qs. Damn, Graves is broken, guys. Ends up being not the worst. He got 2 for 1, but I feel like if you just finish Baron there, is it really that bad? 680 smite plus 1,000 DPS from MF when she's not tanking. It's like what, 6-7 autos, 5 autos maybe if she has better items. Maybe I'm underestimating her damage. Maybe like 5 autos, honestly. Yeah, probably, but huh. I might have to pull an LS here. Not really a fan of a cleaver. They have this and this, and then these 3 are squishies, and if you ever focus these two in a fight, you're not going to win anyways, so I feel like you should still go full lethality here. That's just my opinion. This is obviously cleaver, right? It's not Spirit Visage, it's not Warmogs, or it's not Shirelius either. There's like the 4 Kindle Gem items, I think. There might be another one, but yeah, I like the Umbral Wave this game because enemy team is like perma warding, as you can see. And this guy just got 90 gold from wards. That's OP. That's efficiency right there. He blew 3 out of 4 of Leona's wards. And this is why Umbral is a really good enemy competitive on Graves, especially because, oh, don't mind solo queue, obviously. Buy like Yumu's or Duskblade do the Yumu's PD IE build. But in competitive, it's just so good because you can one-shot wards from range and your champ's already pretty safe in a way. And you can just have like this. Even for the traps, it's nice. He steals red buff there with his ult, not bad. Pretty low CD. However, the issue is this game, like Grace is very bad into their comp because again, there's a lot of CC and tanks. I mean, it's not like they have 2 tanks out of 5, right? Champions, but he can't really get to the squishies is the issue. That's why Cleaver is like kind of unfortunate that you have to build it this game. You can also see like Fleet is so nice to run because like if you're low in your jungle, you just go back to your camps and you get full HP. Whereas Phase Rush, you don't heal as much. This Jungle Kingdom getting his blue buff and Gromp at the same time in a competitive game, nice. Here I'd like to see him just push top because there's an entire wave top which will get him his Phage. Instead he elects to do this. I guess this is the more team-oriented play. Dragon's up in a minute. I feel like he could have just gone to wave top for his Phage and now he has to only buy a Ruby Crystal. Does he have any pink wards? Oh, he even has pink wards, so he could have just sat on like a Phage for the side. Instead he only gets a Ruby Crystal. So I guess this is a selfish play to make, but this is a solo queue play to make in IMO. If you're this close to a power spike item, instead of, because he has 700 unspent gold. I saw this in his other VODs as well. He had an Italy game where he had like 2k gold at a Dragon fight against Team Liquid. They stomped that game, but he was literally fighting on Dragon with 2k gold. Like he had so many reset timers. This reset timer is okay, but that's the thing. Like I think he had a window to push a wave top for an extra item component, or I mean basically 2 item components because it's the longsword plus the actual Phage completion. Which, I don't know if it'll win the game, but it'll give you a better chance, right? And it is Ocean Drake, Ocean Soul, so they definitely want to fight the dragons. Unfortunately, he's kind of chunked. He has red buff regen though, but no camps to farm. Yeah, Umbral is like insane. I can look at this. It's just one shot every ward. Wow, that's actually kind of unbalanced. He's probably gonna E over and maybe hit the dragon for HP. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Oh, he's eating. This is what I typically do on Gurus when people start dragon, but somehow he saw him and he's drowsied. I mean, that was like mechanically well played, but he never actually smited anything. I would honestly just smite Renekton and play for the fight and then try to get Baron afterwards, because if you die here, kind of a game changer. I think Jin misses R. Because this is like free Nash, no? Both tanks are dead, all squishies, they have double Zanyas. He would still have an extra smite again. He has 2 smite charges all game. And I guess he wants to heal on this, okay. Stack his E a bit. He ults Raptors. Or thought they were in the brush for damage? I don't even know. He E's out of the pit. I guess they're turning, but they can't even turn. Wow. Scratching my head right now. What the hell just happened? I guess the Renekton has TP, so they wanted to turn. Yeah, there's a TP. And then they just get 2 for Ode. Huh. And now I think they lose Nash. I feel like JDG is a lot more organized as a team, even though Sunning beat them. I don't know. This was like the first game, right? Yeah, Sunning won, so I don't know. They looked a lot worse in this game, but they did pick weaker early game lanes. But you can tell like they're not decisive in their calls. Why does this keep freezing like that? But yeah. He should again push top lane because no one's pushing top on his team and he's closest and he gets his cleaver off of it, right? But there's being some extra golden XP wasted. See this massive wave top building? Top cannon wave gone. No one's getting that. He could have gotten. There's nothing happening bots. I guess he's clearing vision, but it's like, do you actually have to clear vision right now? Enemy team's fresh off Baron reset, just get the free push in top. Because they didn't even get to like actually do anything bot or mid. Somehow they have bot and mid pressure. And now he resets, you know? So it's like, why not push a top wave reset and then go clear the wards bot side after the enemy team's off their fresh reset, you know? Again, wasting his W for no reason. Like, this is just kind of hard to watch. Imagine he has his W on top of him now, so he can't get Followed on by Renekton. I don't know why he would ever smite Leona. Early to mid game, yeah, or I guess early game, there's a lot of damage, but in this situation, like, you know, the chain CC's coming, you have no flash, and Renekton's gonna gap close on you. So I don't know why you would ever. I mean, it wouldn't save you because Zoe is on this 10 screens away, but why would you ever smite a support? That's not like brand or something? I don't know. Yeah, mid tower. They're pushing bot, however, they probably stop and hit off this. And they lose the Nexus tower as well. And then Ocean Soul's up in 30. But Gers is up for this, so I'm assuming he's gonna go like Rapid Fire, PD, something like that. The seal items are kind of not the best on Gers. Rapid Fire is like the only nice one, and PD's not bad, obviously, either. They rush Dragons, so they actually drag momentum on this. I think they'll sitting it like as a team, they still play aggressive even when behind. So you gotta respect that. So the biggest issue is like his early clear, obviously his angles are fine. Wasting his W, not smiting the right person. Again, wasting his W again. I mean, it's at this point it's a lower CD, he's got 4% CDR, but it's still like he's gonna have it for this fight, right? This 5 seconds can be a game changer if he gets a W on Loken or Renekton or something, right? But no, enemy teams were shooting, so it didn't happen for this actual situation. But in future games, just know like your W is such a long CD that it just matters so much. Even myself, again, I preemptively use my W sometimes just to get it off in case I just never get to get it off. But in actual games, like in solo queue, you should be holding it for like a Renekton Jax diving you or something, or your teammates, and just give them extra control. But yeah, I'm gonna skip forward. I mean, the rest of this game doesn't really matter that much. They do end up losing game 1, and it's probably just one last team fight. So we'll just watch this and see. Now the W is good. It's a decent W. Renekton has to retreat. You can't walk forward. You can't see what's happening. But enemy team has Redemption. They have Zoe, and unfortunately, they get wiped. They get Nash again. They fight Ocean Soul. But they're not going to give you Ocean Soul. That's a pretty nice, whatever that is, Drowsy. But they can't follow up. SofM flashes in. Kills the support, gets out smite on Soul. Refuses to press smite for some reason. But he has fleet. This is why fleet is so nice, right? And he doesn't have the good fancy footwork there. I mean, Jin kind of forced him to walk into Renekton with that R because he'd have to walk this way, but this game's it's just a wrap. So hope you guys enjoyed this Graves review. I'll do more in the future if you guys want. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.